Hi, Meir from heaven, from Cape Town. So me and Gal started few new companies, actually 3 new companies in Cape Town. We started to hire people, and the question is, how do you know if the person that you hired is good? So, you interview a person, you test him, and it seems okay, but one thing that's missing, like, can he produce? Can he actually bring the results? And the question is, how do you know? How do you know? Because most of the people, by the time that they realize that they hire a nightmare, the nightmare is really bad. So how do you know? I'll give you a rule, and it's composed of 2 parts, and if you operate on that rule, you'll save more money and more headache and more pain than you can possibly imagine. The first thing is, you pay based on results and not based on time. I call it pay on production, okay? Pay on production. You pay on production. You don't pay for the time. You figure out what they're supposed to produce, and everyone has something they're supposed to produce, secretary, etc. And if you don't know how to do that, contact me. I'll teach you. So number 1, you pay on production. But even more important, you watch for actual results. You need to define the result, not what they need to do, what's the result. Really important, not what they need to do, what's the result. You define the result, and if they're good, they will bring results within the first day, but 2 weeks. If within the first 2 weeks they did not bring the result, do a favor to yourself and shoot them. I mean, shoot them not physically, yes? Just fire them. Because if not, the amount of damage, the amount of nonsense they will create is endless. Every 1 week beyond the first 2 weeks equal to bad PR from them, bad relationship internally, politics, bad relationship with customers. It is a real nightmare. For every 1 week that you delay after the first 2 weeks, you will probably multiply the damages by 2. Every 1 week, you will multiply the damages by 2. So of course at the beginning they will do a little bit of damage because they don't know who to damage yet. But as you'll go along, as they will learn, they will know who to damage, and they will get more connected to customers, suppliers, etc. And they will create for you a nightmare. So the rule, pay on production. You don't know how, talk to me. And the second part is, they need to produce results within the first 2 weeks. If not, don't even ask why, just fire them. It is really important. It is really important. Now your tendency will be to say it's your fault, you didn't train them, you didn't do this, you didn't. Nonsense. If the guy is able, he will bring results. Of course you need to define the results, but even in the worst case where you did not define the result, the guy will do something of value. He will bring value to the customer, real tangible value, not potential, not hope, not stories, real potential value. So 2 weeks, that's the number. You don't know how to define the result, talk to me. Pay on production, it's the magic. Of course you need to know how to set up the pay on production, but talk to me, I will help you. Send me a private message, email, find me. And that's all for today. 2 weeks, pay on production. That's the law for success. Bye.